Hi, friends. Welcome back to the Rad Ruckus Podcast. This is episode 3 with me, your host, Luke Lidell, and our very special guest is Ashley Landavazo. Ashley has kind of become my mentor when it comes to production design. She is incredible and she can make anything, and she's worked on some really crazy sets with really cool people, and I love to hear her stories, and she has a great attitude about life and filmmaking. So without any further ado, episode 3, please like and subscribe. I love having conversations with these people, and thank you for showing up to listen. Cheers.
A lot of people are like, AI is improving everything, and they had the 1 minute pitch. So one guy was like, I have this AI program that'll make your trailer so that way you can show it to producers so that way they can fund your movie. And it's like, yeah,
Right.
they're just gonna want you to make the whole movie out of AI.
That's true. Yeah.
So it was interesting in that aspect. There was one agent who was just like, I never use AI. This is a huge discussion that we need to have. We are pushing the levels a bit too far, and we should discuss it. And everyone was just like,
Yeah.
But I clap a lot is for her.
Yeah, right. I know. I like go back and forth on it a little bit, but I think it's definitely inevitable. And for me, I'm interested in learning video to video instead of like creating something fully from AI. But I like the idea of filming something because like you could have a huge concept in your mind and then just film it with actors and then fill it in fantasy, you know what I mean, kind of thing. But I know a lot of people are like, fuck that. One of my friends, he like only shoots on film.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, I mean,
Mass respect.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I feel like, I go back and forth because my background was not in film. I did a lot of legal, accounting, everything that no one wants to do type of jobs. And in that aspect, having computers to kind of essentially do the math is great. And I feel like in the office, to help with a lot of redundancies and to help a lot of non-business people do business tasks, particularly in film, I can see it being helpful there. The only thing that kind of hurts me is the opportunity to hire someone artistic.
Yeah.
Because we're already so few and far between, and we're already being taken advantage.
Oh, yeah.
And to lose the opportunity to work with another person just kind of breaks my heart a little bit. And so I try my best to not do anything creative with it. Don't get me wrong, I come off too mean in emails, or so I've heard. So I've used it to sound nicer. But other than that,
prompt, it's like makes it sound nicer.
Yeah, it's just like make me sound friendly because for me, I'm a direct person in emails. Yeah. I don't understand why I need to
No, you don't need to fluff it.
Yeah, but I've had someone just read it and just be like, "Wow, you're mad." I'm like, I'm not.
No, yeah, just getting to the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. And I mean, for your line of work, which is production design, special effects, why don't you just like say what you do exactly?
So I'm a production designer, and I can do anything in art department, from blueprints to building to dressing it up, and most recently I picked up producing, which I've kind of been doing.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, yeah. In Texas, I feel like you kind of have to produce and kind of bring crew together in order to get your own work. But
I think that's the smart thing to do.
You just have to. Yeah. I was telling...
Creating stuff instead of just waiting around for the jobs.
Yeah. Exactly. And plus you get to do things that you're more passionate about. Otherwise, you'll end up... And no, this is not a diss to anyone because I love the money. Otherwise, you'll end up doing commercials and things that kind of make the art of it feel like a job.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I take commercials on, but they're not my favorite thing to do. Yeah.
I mean, we gotta pay our bills, but man, there's just something about a commercial that just like takes a little bite out of my soul.
Yeah. Well, your work is amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing what you can do. You can do pretty much anything. Like, I feel like the director tells you what they need and you can go all out. From 3D printing and like building sets. I remember the first time we met. Well, we got introduced through Lisa Belcher, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is funny because I became friends with her DP. She always works with Alex.
Yeah.
Alex Walker, which is totally separate. I've worked with him a bunch of times now. But the first time we met up, you were telling me about some of the projects you worked on, and I'd love to hear them again, and like kind of the craziest stuff you've worked on in the process of it.
Well, it's always crazy.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Let's see. So I set design for Spy Kids Armageddon. That was a lot of fun. I learned that one kind of came up really organically in the way that only can happen in film, I feel like. So before that, I was coordinating on Hypnotic, and the art director saw my handwriting and he was like, "Do you do set design?" Because I used to practice my penmanship when I was a kid, because I'm a nerd.
Like calligraphy style? Like
calligraphy and
I never
print.
knew that about you. I'm going to hit you up. I feel like I always need that for something.
Hit me up. But I spent 2 summers just focused on my handwriting. I don't know why.
Hey,
I was just a weird kid.
No, that's like a practical doodle.
Yeah. And so he was like, "Do you do set design?" I'm like, "I have no idea what that is." And so he showed me the software, and the next year the production designer for Troublemaker was like, "I heard you're interested in set design. If you can learn SketchUp in 30 days, I'll consider you for Spy Kids Armageddon."
That's so cool.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And I gave myself school. Like, I made sure I did it for like 10 hours a day. I got COVID in the middle of it. And then like 20 days in, he was like, "Come in and show me what you got." And I was just like, okay. And I got the job, and it was one of the best jobs I've ever done, because it was learning, and everyone at Troublemaker, for me, I love dearly. They're all very talented people. They're very sincere. They look out for each other. So anytime I could work there for anything, I'm just like, okay,
yeah,
I'll do it. But
was that the one Robert's Sons directed? Rocket and
yeah.
Okay, cool.
And they were really Robert's kids, so nice.
Seems so nice.
Yeah, they're very, very sweet, very sincere. It's like you're talking to me like a human.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is great.
Yeah.
All of his kids are involved, and his ex-wife, who produces with him still, is really great too. So you can't help but love the love that's there.
Yeah. No, he really, because he got him involved so young.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, even on El Mariachi, right? Wasn't his only crew member his son?
I think so, and then I think if I'm not wrong, the kids were in Shark Boy and
Lava Girl.
Yes, yeah. So it's very sweet. I mean, it's everything that you hope in a way when you're a filmmaker and you have kids. Like, you kind of build this world, and then you kind of hope maybe they have fun in it for a while.
Totally.
So
I just put my baby son in a movie. Like 6 months old. I mean, he obviously didn't have a speaking role.
Yeah.
But I'm already like pushing him in that direction.
That's amazing. That makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Just like your journey and everything. It's so beautiful. So yeah, good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've done Spy Kids Armageddon, and then one of my favorite projects is a short called Seek. That was my first build. I built that very, very cheaply. And my favorite person is Guillermo del Toro. He saw it.
Really?
He saw it.
Wow.
And this is the most heartbreaking and like soul enriching story that I have. So I was at a party. I was trying to do the thing where I was trying to be present. I didn't look at my phone. Mm-hmm. And
it's good.
It's bad.
It's bad. You missed an important text.
I missed an important text. I got a text saying, "Hey, are you busy?" And I was trying to be present, so I just put my phone down because I figured, it's probably just someone. It didn't sound like an emergency. Yeah. And so my husband went up to me and he was like, "I have bad news," and I'm thinking, okay, something really bad happened. And it's not bad at the level that you think initially. No one died. Everything's fine. Mm-hmm. But he goes, okay, the director of the short is friends with Guillermo del Toro. He had lunch with him. And he was trying to do a Zoom with you. And I'm like, he just asked me if I was busy. Why did he say that he had Guillermo del Toro?
Yeah. He was trying to surprise you.
He was trying to surprise me. And it was with his phone, so I couldn't call back or anything like that. But Guillermo had made a video, and it was for the general crew, and he's just like, I saw the short, it was amazing, the set was beautiful, and the acting was great. And I was like, we could have been best friends.
Maybe your paths will cross again.
I hope so. I am several 1 degrees away from Guillermo.
Yeah.
And that would have been the second time I talked to him. The first time I talked to him was at a Q&A, and I asked him a question. I could not tell you the answer to this day because I was so excited that he was talking to me that my brain was just like, he's talking to me. We're going to be best friends. Should I ask him if I can give him a hug? And then we'll just talk about movies, and then he'll have me work on his... just blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So that was Seek. Let's see. Recently... the one closest to my heart, I worked on Man Finds Tape. That is a project that my husband co-wrote and co-directed with Peter Hall. My husband's name is Paul Gandersman. And that one was definitely a labor of love. We worked with Rustic Films, and I production designed, I produced, I did costumes, we hosted 3 crew members in our house, stored the set dressing and costumes in our house.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, and it was intense, and it was long hours for me, because, art department, we never sleep, and then if you add costumes to it, golly.
Yeah, that's true.
But we made it. It's going through festivals right now. We have a distributor. I could not be happier for everyone involved. We have one of our dear friends, John Golson, he's kind of breaking into acting full time for the first time after the movie. And he's such a talent, and I'm so proud of him, and I'm so excited that he's on this journey.
That's awesome.
And the other actors involved, Kelsey and everyone, Kelsey Problinski, Brian Villalobos, everyone knows them. They're also such talented, beautiful people. And then my cousin-in-law, I guess, my husband's cousin, Nell, she's also such a talent. So it was such a great thing to be involved in, and it's so validating for everyone. And it's everything that you hope when you think about film.
Yeah.
It's family, it's friends.
Right.
You're crazy, you're tired.
Yeah.
You're up making jokes, and I loved it, and I hope we get to do more. But
that's awesome. And it was a horror, right?
Yeah, it's a horror
feature.
Yeah. And I did a few other projects. In El Paso, I built a 1,200 square foot house that has movable walls and secret rooms, and
I remember this story.
Yeah, that one. I'll leave it at the awkward noises. But I've been so lucky to work with amazing people like yourself, and make really good connections with just real sweethearts. And I love my job because it's everything that I secretly wanted as a kid. When I was a kid, I kind of wanted to live in a hippie compound and just like make art and, you know, just live off the principles of just being nice to one another and support each other. And this job allows me to do that. Don't get me wrong, it's still a business.
Oh, yeah.
There are people who try to manipulate others. And I'm fortunate that my background has helped me help myself and other people. Like I said, I did legal and I did accounting, and at one point I worked and I did collections. So there's no point that no one doesn't pay me and doesn't pay my crew. And for the most part, I think I try to be really, really nice and really accommodating until there's something that affects my crew, in which case I'm mama bear all the way. There's no project more important than the people. So
yeah, I really respect that. And you told me that when you brought me on as art director when you were production designer on those 2 films, and I just I really respect you fighting for your crew, because people do take advantage, especially in the indie world where it's not unionized, because they get away with whatever they can, you know.
Oh yeah.
Or like, I think a lot of times too, and I've been guilty of this as well, directing, like you're so wrapped up in the project that you forget, you know, like sometimes to make sure everybody's okay on set, you know. Like, it's hard, but like it's so important, and I've gotten so much better like with every project, because it should be, like you said, it's like, it's kind of that, what you said about the compound, just making, like, supporting everybody and like making sure it's kind of like hosting a party.
Yeah.
I was on set on Walker, that show, and it was this really big day where, you know, like we had like a jet and like you know, it was a night shoot, and there was the huge condor lights like everywhere, and there was probably like, I don't know, 300 people on set, you know, but I got a chance to hang out with the director, and I guess they have a bunch of different directors that come in for those, but this guy was just like, I can't even remember his name right now, but he was so nice, and he was like treating everybody so well, and he was like, yeah, it's just kind of like hosting a party. I was like, all right, I like that philosophy.
Yeah.
I mean, like, but he was managing it all so well, and just like letting everybody do their jobs, and you know, just like really just checking in on them. But vibes on set are so important.
Yes.
And I think a lot of beginning filmmakers don't know that or forget it, you know. But like, it's everything, because like you get into this to have fun, you know.
100%.
So, I mean, obviously, you know, making some money to survive is important, but it's really about, you got to remember, you signed up for this, we're doing this all together, and it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, yeah, no, I love that. I'm going to use that for sure. I just feel like the job is so hard. No one really we talk about our love for it, but sometimes it gets really hard. And so there's no point in making it more difficult. There's no point in like adding fire to it. We're all professionals. We all are passionate. I don't know anyone who, even if they say it, doesn't put 100% on set. So there's no need to freak everyone out for no reason. And I genuinely feel like if you have a set that is fun and everyone respects each other, you get a good movie.
Yeah.
I can tell sometimes when you're watching a movie that I was just like, this must have been terrible for the crew.
Film. Yeah, no, I totally feel that. The vibes kind of like perforate like into the film itself. And you can tell a lot of times. Yeah.
I remember watching Everywhere, Everything, All at Once.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, that crew must have had a freaking ball. They must have had so much fun.
Yes, that looked like a blast of film, for sure.
So I feel like, I don't know, if I had any notes for anyone at any time, directors, producers, crew, cast, because sometimes they can be weird.
No. Actors?
I love you. I understand there's method and all that. I have much respect, but at the same time, if you keep it fun, you keep it light, you respect everyone like family, that's when it's going to pay off.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you definitely have to remember it's like a thing that... I mean, there's so much ego involved in this craft because, you know, everybody wants, I don't know, their name on the kiosk or whatever. But you have to remember it doesn't get made without everybody, you know, it's the sum of all the parts. So it's a total collaboration.
Exactly.
And that's what's fun about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I mean, to me, and like, you know, it's going to keep evolving into these like other realms of what filmmaking is, but it's the ultimate art form because you have like, I mean, there's just so many layers of art. The sound, like it starts with, you know, the sound, the picture, the set design, the acting, and everybody's got to be on in that moment to pull it off. It's like a performative art that's layers and layers deep, and then that's just on set, and then you pull it off set, and then you're actually putting the puzzle together, you know, in the editing room. So it's just like this insane moving picture, you know, with sound and lights and all the things.
Yeah. I told my husband before we hopped into the movie, I was like, okay, because it's so funny, he's the reason I got into film, but because I've been so fortunate with my career, I then had more experience than him when we started filming Mankind's Tape. And so I told him, I was just like, okay, you have the movie on the page, and it's great, and it's wonderful, and it's awesome, and that's what's bringing us all here. And then there's going to be the movie on the set. It's going to change, and that's okay. And then there's a movie that you're going to have in the edit, and it's going to be completely different. And that's okay, too.
Right.
You just have to remember that you're doing different steps, and you can't be precious about each one.
Right.
But it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that reminds me of two quotes. I think Martin Scorsese said both of them. The first one is, "You're always sick when you look at your first edit."
Yes.
Like, and then I think the other one, I'm pretty sure it was Martin Scorsese. Don't quote me, but but the quote is, if or maybe it was Steven Spielberg, but it's if you think your movie, if you're treating your movie like it's stagnant, like it's gonna be the same from page to like set, is like not this living entity, like the movie's already dead.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, because you have to treat it like this moving, changing entity.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna let my tortoise out. He's making noise. Here, I'll show the camera, Gordon. This is Gordon Bombay, the coach of the Mighty Ducks.
Amazing.
He likes to just run free in here, so I'll just put him down.
I love that. This is my favorite experience ever. Going back to the movie in El Paso.
Yeah.
We ended up renting a whole bunch of tiki stuff from like this crazy character. I forget his name now, but he...
Was he just like a local? Or?
He was a local. And man, was he cool. I wish I knew him more, but okay, so picture this. He lives in a theater, like old school theater.
That's dope.
In
El Paso.
In El Paso.
Wow.
And his partner is an architect.
That's so cool.
It's amazing. It's a dream.
Yeah.
And everything is filled to the max with the first floor is like tiki stuff, not his collection over time
of just stuff.
Floor to ceiling.
Wow.
Stuff.
Does he normally do like props and stuff? Or?
No,
he just has stuff.
He has stuff. And like, okay, so tiki, and then his main thing is he's a professional photographer. So you go off, and then there's like his studio, and it's real proper, and it's awesome. And then he kept one theater room, and there's like mannequins and like stuffed animals like in the seats, and I guess he watches some movies, and then like one of the rooms, like a manager room, is like a guest room, and then we didn't get to see his bedroom, but in the back where the parking was, there were a whole bunch of like Airstream trailers.
Yeah.
Classic, beautiful mint.
Oh, cool.
And that's where other guests stay.
Wow.
And he also had 3 large tortoises.
Oh, yeah.
That him and his family raised, like the multi-generational tortoises.
Yeah.
And so that always reminds me of him. But man, that was so crazy.
That sounds like a crazy place to walk into. You're like, where the hell am I right now?
It was, I mean, I was born in El Paso, so I have no doubt that I'll go back. But he owns a custom boot making company.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, the boots that they make, I think it was, like, Rocket boots or something like that. Rocket. I'm sorry. I can't remember your name.
You're not giving him the proper shout out.
I know, I'm so sorry. But they, like, make boots with, like, aliens or, like, Sasquatch or, like, really, really cool cowboy boots. So, in El Paso, photographer, boot maker. I'm sure that's enough to Google to find
Put it in ChatGPT and it'll tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny. It'll create like an AI image of his place.
Yeah, I'm curious of how accurate it would be.
There's some characters out in West Texas. When you were talking about that guy, it kind of reminded me of just like this crazy character I encountered out in Terralingua, like shooting a film that it was a feature that I was acting in, actually. I was one of the stars in it. But we stayed out at this guy's ranch, while we were shooting. And he kind of he was the local that showed us around to all the spots to film in and stuff. But he was so funny, man. He would would only wear these little bitty purple shorts. And he was leather skinned, big beard, old guy, leather skin, because he just was out in the sun all day. And he would walk around with an AK-47.
Oh my god!
I know.
Crazy.
Just crazy, and be showing us these ancient sites with petroglyphs and stuff, and we're out in the desert. I don't know, but yeah, there's some characters out in West Texas for sure.
Oh yeah, everyone in El Paso, and I say this because half the population of El Paso is probably related to me, is crazy. But I will say that was one of my best and worst experiences was that movie. Best because of the people. I remember I had to buy tile, and I had to buy the cheapest tile I could find. The budget was very small. And I went into one of those really cheap floor resale. They don't even have a sign. It's painted on the wall building.
Oh, yeah.
And I found the perfect tile. They don't make anymore. I got the last few boxes. They were excited to get it out of the warehouse.
Oh, no.
And when I picked it up, the guys in the back were like, "Is this a movie tile?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, man, it's a movie tile." And they're like, "Guys, this is a movie tile. You don't get that here anywhere else."
Right, yeah.
And we also, across the street, had this mechanic who just loved movies. And he was like, "If you need help, let me know." And he was genuine. And at one point, I actually did need help. I needed to move a freaking literally a ton heavy old school engine. I needed to make it look like it can move on its own.
Oh shit, yeah.
And
that's difficult.
Yeah. And
get the belt moving and
no, not the belt. Okay. It was kind of haunted.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it was you couldn't really leverage it, you know?
Right.
And so I was like, "Hey man, you know engines, what you got?" And then he ended up making this machine that could shake it, and he was like, "For free."
Yeah. I just wanted
to help.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And again, maybe you could get that here, but people were just so excited.
Oh yeah, it's different. Just in a space where, I mean, Austin even more used to be more like
Mm-hmm.
that, but it's, you know, like, because the industry's coming here more, it's changed a little bit, but it's still, compared to LA, man, you like, it's nothing. You can just make movies here and
Mm-hmm.
shoot them like guerrilla style,
Yeah.
and just like not even like get permits in most of the places. And yeah, it's just because people, and like cops don't know what's going on. Like in LA, they're like, they know
Yeah.
what the deal is with filming, and like it's like cops don't even care. That's not even on their radar here.
Yeah.
You know, like
I've had some that are just like, you need extras?
yeah.
Not this one, buddy.
Yeah. Sure, why not? Come in.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what's next on your plate?
So I'm doing a commercial right around the corner. And then Indeed is actually one of my favorite clients. They're a corporate client, so I help them do like internal videos and stuff like that. A lot of videos that they put on YouTube to help people find jobs. It's a real cush. But they're real sweet. They're good people.
Yeah.
I'm driven by good people. And then I'm gonna go back to Brothers. With Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson, we went on hiatus, so we're gonna be back from that.
Wait, what's Brothers?
Brothers is a TV show on Apple.
Okay.
And let me see. I'm trying to think about what they announced on the internet. Basically, there's this rumor that Matthew and Woody are brothers in real life.
Oh.
And so it's a show about that.
Oh, yeah. I think I've heard. Wait, is there like any truth to that?
I don't know.
Yeah. I think I've heard a little rumor of that.
They talk about it a little. I mean, they talk about it in the story, but I don't know for real. They do have a really fun dynamic when they're together.
Oh yeah.
And you can tell that they've known each other for a long time. And for a moment, you get to see their walls come down.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, again, poor talent, poor actors. I, in a way, I really feel for them, because after a while, you can't really be yourself. You don't know who to be yourself around, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad that they get to have those moments together.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there's that, and...
Seems like a fun project.
It's fun, yeah. No, I'm assistant prop master on that one. That one is like Walker. It's a huge team.
Sure.
And I'm working with Scott Reeder, who's been a mentor of mine for a long time. He's the reason why I got into the union. And the prop team I've known for a really long time. And it's kind of funny because I knew them when I first started, and now everyone has kids, and everyone is, you know, we all joked about aches and pains when we were in our 20s, but now that we're in our 30s and 40s, it's just like, oh no, we're dying.
I know.
But, yeah, I really enjoy working with them. And then, Man Finds Tape is going to be in a few film festivals. I got into Sitges, so I'll be going to Spain.
Ooh.
And there might be a couple features next year. So there's a lot of potential around the corner, which I hope to call all my friends, including you, to work together.
Great. That's awesome.
Yeah. Ooh. He liked my toe.
Gordon touched you.
I think he tried to bite my toe, but that's okay. He didn't tear.
Oh yeah. You mistook it for some fruit or something.
Yeah. That's okay.
No, that's great. Yeah, we got all this like tax incentive money coming in, so that's good. Yeah, I'm sure some things are going to be shot here.
Yes. I did have a project.
I'm sure they talked about that last night as well.
They did talk about that last night. There's a lot of people who are excited. It is not going to start September as everyone thought it would. There's a little bit of a rough start.
Oh, yeah.
I've had a few movies come in and leave because they didn't understand.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The incentives and kind of like the process and like having to apply. It is important to apply now if you're interested in doing anything and getting the incentives. They will earmark it for you. But make sure you do your homework beforehand. I know a lot of people are like really excited and just like, yeah, it's in. It's guaranteed. And it's like, nah. It's like all money. Like,
yeah.
There's a lot of people who are excited and want to get in there, but you got to do it the right way.
Right.
You got to do the paperwork. You got to do your homework. But yeah, so we'll see. I'm excited to see what happens. I do know that there's a little bit of a loophole for people from out of town to work here a little bit more. So I'm a little bit nervous about that in terms of like crew at home. But I welcome all people. I think the biggest thing is just, have respect for everyone, because we can tell the difference when people come in from out of town. Like you said, people from LA, people from New York, they have a different mindset. It's very like, the industry's screwed with me, so I'm not going to let anyone do anything with me. Like, no one's going to mess with me. No one's going to talk to me. I'm a lone wolf.
Right.
And it's like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's different than that family camp vibe.
Yeah. And I do feel like after a while, we kind of break crew members like that. After a few days, they kind of realize, like, no, it's not. We're not trying to trick you.
Yeah.
This is how we are. And you can join in if you want, but, like, just don't be a dick. Like, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Just in life.
Yeah, really, honestly. So that's my biggest concern. But other than that, I just hope everyone gets work and we get to have fun, and the people I know get to be happy and make it a career rather than hopping from gig to gig.
Yeah.
Especially as we all get older and we have kids, and it's the same little kid heart of me. I just want everyone to be happy, and I just want us to be fulfilled and make art.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the dream. And just like, keep chasing. I mean, not obviously living project to project, but just like foreseeing like where it can go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's a dream.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. Well, so one thing I like to ask people is their three favorite movies.
Oh.
Yeah, I know this is a really hard one.
I actually think about this very often. It changes, obviously.
Yeah, sure.
But I think of things like that have made me, like, okay, there's the movies that are your favorite now and that change with you, but then there are the movies that are like in your DNA.
And those are the ones that I tend to go with.
Yeah. So, Mrs. Doubtfire, that was a movie I watched so many times when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I don't know if my parents like it, but I still love it. I watch it every year, either Thanksgiving or Christmas, because I host those years, or those holidays, and those are particularly stressful as a host. So I put on Mrs. Doubtfire to, like, chill me out. And then Jurassic Park.
That's one of my top, for sure. The first Jurassic Park is, like, flawless.
Yeah. You can watch it now. It is so good.
Oh, yeah. It would crush if it came out today. I mean, yeah, it's better than all the other Jurassic Parks that came out.
Yes. They hurt me. They don't exist.
Yeah, my last guess, we were talking about Jurassic Park too, about it's so good. There's nothing in that movie that shouldn't be in there.
Yes.
Every bit of it is just like, it's just got you hooked.
Yeah, and it's just like, there's new art form involved in it. There's old art form, like Phil Tippett. Oh my God.
Yes.
I met him once.
Really?
I have an embarrassing story about that.
Well, tell it.
So, Alamo Drafthouse used to do this thing called Mondo Mystery Movies.
Okay.
And it was so dope. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry. I'm excited. So, you would pay $75.
Okay.
And you would get a dope limited edition poster.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was just dating my husband, and he was like $75, and I was 22, and I was like, okay, fine, like that's a big investment, but sure, down for the ride. And then you go to the theater, and you have no idea. You just know that there's a special guest.
Mm-hmm.
The special guest is Phil Tippett.
Oh wow.
And they're like, it's Star Wars. It's gotta be Star Wars. And then it's freaking Jurassic Park, 35 millimeter. I stood up, was so excited, immediately sat back down, and then there was a Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
I was and still am a nerd, so loved the paleontology. There was paleontologists on set for Jurassic Park.
Mm-hmm.
I asked Phil, I was like, yo, dude, like, we all know you knew feathers were, like, a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then, like, why?
Why didn't you incorporate that?
Yeah. And he was like, well, I just wanted it to look cool.
Right, yeah. And most people didn't know that at that point.
Yeah. And he's like...
Feathers are maybe a little less scary? I don't know.
I mean, I don't
No,
know.
yeah, that's true.
Something's going to eat my face.
Giant bird. Yeah, it doesn't matter, yeah.
But he even said, like, the velociraptors are going to have snake tongues and all that.
Oh.
And they cut that out. So, movie's over, done the Q&A, and again, this is a date. So, I come proper. I had heels on, I had a short skirt on, I look good. But I am who I am, and who I am is clumsy. And I fell, and the skirt went up. And behind me was Phil Tippett. And he was such a gentleman. He helped me up. He made sure I was okay. And I was like, I have mooned Phil Tippett. I'm sure he enjoyed the show as much as I enjoyed his. And I will never forget that moment. So yeah, I met Phil Tippett, and that is how. And
it's a good story.
Yep. Good date. So yeah, Jurassic Park. The last one is always difficult.
Mm-hmm. Because then you start getting into like, oh, my top 10 or my top 20. Like, it's like, and those rotate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think about middle school, and I'll say this with a caveat. My parents had me very young, so they didn't really care about R-rated movies. I mean, obviously, I saw Jurassic Park in 90. It came out in 93, so I was 4.
Right.
And
yeah, I saw that in theaters, and I was 4 or 5. Yeah.
I remember being so scared of the T-Rex that I hid behind the seats and just like looked in between the cracks when it was attacking the Jeep. I remember that distinctively.
Yes.
Yeah,
that was the scariest part, and the Velociraptor scene.
Yeah, the Velociraptors. Yeah. Well, and then I'm sure you know this. The kids in the Jeep, they didn't know that the glass was going to break when the T-Rex attacked it. So that fear was genuine of the glass.
Oh, yeah. They knew the glass was coming down, but they didn't know it was going to, like, break, right?
No, they didn't know it was coming down.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So, I think as a child, we kind of knew, like, oh, shit, they are terrified, and therefore I should be terrified.
Yeah.
But I think if I'm going to just go with my gut for the third one, Leon the Professional.
Oh man, I've never watched that all the way through. I've seen parts of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that Natalie Portman's first film?
I don't know if it was her first, but she was
one of her
little.
First. That was her breakout role.
Yeah. She was little, and I know there's some controversy in it. It's not like it touches on baby pedophilia, maybe doesn't.
Yeah.
There's like this weird line, but if you watch it, watch the director's cut. There's nothing really. There's never anything really sinister about it, but I watched it a lot as a kid. And there's a scene, I think only in the director's cut, where Natalie Portman gets her own little gun, and it's in a lunchbox.
Oh, yeah.
And when I saw that, I carried little metal lunchboxes everywhere for a very long time. That was my purse. I felt so cool. At no point in my life have I ever looked cool. So I'm sure I just looked weird. But I loved that movie. There was just something about it that, like, felt so real. I think with all of them, they just felt so real.
Mm.
And that's why I like to make everything really detailed and really real when I work.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I mean, I haven't even seen that full movie, but I can imagine like that prop, like, and you know, props obviously usually aren't and shouldn't be the stars of the story, but like when props hit like that, just the visualization of a pistol in a lunchbox, you can just like imagine it. It's like, who thought of that? You know, and it's like juxtaposition as well, because you got this like really innocent thing like a lunchbox and this violent thing like a gun together.
Yeah,
that's really cool. I had listened to some screenwriting thing or something, but it was talking about that movie, about the very entrance scene, because you know, like, I think you want to build complex characters when it comes to screenwriting, and especially with like even more of the villain side, but like in that first scene of that film, you see him taking care of a houseplant.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah. So that like builds, you know, like you can connect with this guy, because if you don't show like little moments like that, you can't really sympathize with the person, you know, because he's like cold, but he's like taking care of a houseplant, so he has some sympathy in him.
Oh yeah. I mean, you definitely feel for Leon. Gary Oldman. Oh my god.
Oh, he's so incredible.
That movie, he's so sinister, so
Oh,
scary.
really?
Oh my god, that is. Watch that performance.
I gotta watch it. Yeah, I'm going to.
So good.
Yeah.
And then the one thing that I really love about that movie is there is a moment where a character dies and they don't show it. It's the only time that's been done right.
Oh yeah.
And there's just so many things to me that makes it like a perfect movie. So, like, same as Jurassic Park, where it's just like there's nothing for me that could be taken away, and all the performances are spot on. Like, you know the characters and you know them deep, and you could tell they know it deep.
Yeah.
And it's so good. Why don't we watch it? It's like eating a good like meal. Just like
yes, yeah. Those are my favorite movies that you can just watch over and over, and you're just like, and that goes back to the complexity for me of like the art form, because like there are literally movies, like some of my favorite movies that I've watched 100 times.
Yeah.
Like literally 100 times, and I still find new things in it.
Yeah.
You like hear new words, or you pick out set design, or you see that expression on that background's face, or like, you know, it's just like the art form is so complex that you can watch it 100 times and still see new things all the time.
Oh yeah, I mean, and we change our interpretation and understanding of ourselves changes as we watch it. So like,
right,
Mrs. Doubtfire is a perfect example.
That's a great point. Yeah.
Because like at first you watch it and you think about the kids because you're a kid and that's the only perspective that you know, and then you think about the parents, and then you think, oh my God, what would I do as a parent? Yeah. Would I do that? Hell yeah, maybe I'd probably do that. Right. So like, it just life changes your perspective on everything, and it makes me respect the actors all that much more too, because then you realize all the nuance that they brought to the table at their age.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Wow. Well, I thank you so much for coming on.
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor.
Yeah, it's been fun. Is there anything you want to plug? Please plug your company and where people can find you.
Ola Production Design. You can find me at olaproductiondesign.com. I'm on Instagram at Ola Production Design, but admittedly, I'm trying not to go on social media that much. But if you see me, find me. If you're interested in learning about anything about movies, I love mentoring. I love answering questions. I've said this to a million people, but no one has really taken me up on it. If you have any questions, you can text me, you can email me, you can call me. I'd be happy to answer. I can, whatever. And I do mean that genuinely. And I'm really honored that you asked me to be on this. You're such a good person, and I'm so glad that we got to meet and work together, and hope to work on many more projects together.
Yeah, thank you so much. You're such a wealth of knowledge, and yeah, you should take her up on that, because I mean, wow, that's a nice offer, because you know the ins and outs of all production design and filmmaking in general. You've seen it all at this point. You produced, that film with your husband, a feature, and you're very well rounded. But like when it comes to artistic production design, you're incredible. So
thank you. That means so much coming from you. Oh. And I would be remiss if I didn't say, look for Man Finds Tape. It will be coming out later this year.
That's exciting. All right. Bye, Ashley.
Bye.